This is the plaintiff, Patricia Guglielmelli. She says she purchased a Lincoln Continental from the defendant, and as she's driving it away, she hears a knocking noise. She brought it to her own personal mechanic, and when the guy went to take a look at it, the guy told her it looked like the engine had been on fire at one time. Fire? Huh? Bottom line, the guy sold her a piece of charred junk, and she wants her $5,000 back. This is the defendant, Eric Walmart. He says she came to buy a car with a mechanic and they both settled on the Lincoln Continental. She purchased the car. It was noted there was a ticking noise from the engine and she went away. This was a good car with a minor issue. She was informed of it and he owes nothing. He's accused of ignoring the tick, tick, tick.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff bought a Lincoln Continental and then found out afterwards that the engine had previously caught fire, but the defendant says her mechanic looked at the car before, so tough. It's the case of Lincoln would be ashamed of you.
Okay, can you pronounce your last name for me?
Guglielmelli.
Okay, Patricia Guglielmelli, you are suing Right Turn Auto Sales Incorporated, represented here by Mr. Walmart. You're the owner?
Yes.
Okay. Walmart. Not
the store.
Walmart. Walmart. Sorry
Yes.
about that. I bet you wish it was Walmart. For $5,000, according to you, you're out even more than that for repairs. Tell me what happened.
Well, my husband he's owned like 5 Lincoln cars.
Is this your husband?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, this was my husband, Tom. He's owned like 5 Lincoln Town cars with this kind of an engine. And I've always wanted to be able to have a Lincoln Town car, but I'm too short.
Oh.
No, I can't. No, I've tried to take it out and drive it, and I can't because
Don't see over there.
Yeah, but
Okay.
so when he told me that he'd found a Lincoln Town car that he thought a Lincoln Continental that he thought that I could drive, I was kind of excited because I usually can't drive them, and I know what a fantastic cars they are, and he's always been wanting me to have one. So we go down there, and we're experienced with the Lincoln motors and Lincoln cars, a long history with them, and the engines have never been a problem. And my mechanic couldn't come at the time. He couldn't come with me. He had knee surgery, but we didn't really feel that we were buying a car we were familiar with.
Did you test drive the car?
No.
We bought the car without test driving it? Not much less having a mechanic see it. You bought a used car without test driving it?
Honestly, I did not take the car out on the road. I did not feel that was necessary.
Okay, and then what happened?
Once we took the car out, and I was very happy, happy with it. The noise was indiscernible as to exactly what it was, but we have an excellent mechanic. I really wasn't worried about it.
Wait a
even if
minute.
I had
When
to
you took
spend-
the car, did you drive the car off the lot?
Yes.
Okay. And you hear the noise?
I did.
Yes.
Okay. Can I
yes.
hear from you then?
Yeah.
You don't have to stand up if you want. We'll bring
No,
the-
it's aside. I could
You
stand
good?
up.
Okay.
Okay, she's. All right, what happened was. Okay. This is how it is.
Wait. How long have you two been married?
More than I can remember.
35 years.
35 years.
right.
I want you to
35
know, just in case you couldn't see laterally, that he just went, she's. Like that. That's
Italian.
the look. That's
Okay.
the thing he just did with his hand.
It's
Yeah.
I
Italian. He
want
does
to
it
pay
all the
when you get
time.
home. All right?
All right,
Go ahead.
Not a problem.
When I went to see the car, first off, okay, I started the car. I never heard the lifters, first of all. I heard the fan belt was squealing. I said, needs a fan belt. They jumped it to start the battery. Okay, fine. I was told...
Did you test drive it?
No, I didn't test drive it, but this is part of the problem because don't worry. I buy almost all of my Lincolns without test drive. I don't worry. I hear the motor's good. I don't worry about it.
That's how you buy cars? You don't bother?
Lincolns.
It's too much
I've been
trouble to
driving
test
Lincolns.
drive?
I've been driving Lincolns, working for companies driving Lincolns. I've owned Lincolns. It's the first one I've ever heard with a lifter problem.
And did you hear that when it was still at the dealership?
No, I did not hear that because
Okay.
later on they told me they put Marvel Mystery Oil in the car, which will cover that. Okay, if you want to cover that so someone doesn't hear lifters.
Well, then I guess your method sort of stinks, doesn't it?
I blew it this time. Not arguing that point.
But I'm saying, if that's a possibility,
However,
someone could put mystery liquid.
Yeah, you can put that stuff in there.
Then
Oh, yeah.
Then the sound test is not foolproof, and then maybe
You
you
can
shouldn't be
also-
doing a sound test.
you can also put sawdust in the transmission to make it act right.
So maybe you should be test driving cars.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
when I picked the car up, That's the first time I actually heard it when she brought the car home. I had my car, so I went with my car. I said, what is that? I wanted to talk to a buddy. He said, I think it's your lifters. All right, so we'll look into that. All right, so fine. The lifters may be no good. All right. So I called this guy on the phone. I said, the car's got this lifter problem. He said, well...
Is this on the same day that you took possession of the car? Or the next day or a day
next day, day or two after that,
Okay,
something
day or two
like
after. Go
that.
ahead.
Anyway, he said to me that if the motor blew up, he would take care of the motor. He would give me a new motor. So I went over to my
Is that
mechanic.
what your paperwork says?
Huh?
Is that what your
Paperwork
paperwork
says it's a roadworthy car.
Okay,
The
can I see
entire
your
vehicle.
paperwork?
The entire vehicle's roadworthy.
What else does your paperwork say?
All right.
Let me see your paperwork.
Yeah, get the paperwork out. All right, bring
Sure, I have the bill of
give
sale.
the letters from the mechanic.
Yeah, I have all this
I mean,
stuff.
send a floppy
Do you want to
disk,
see
yeah.
everything?
Yeah, everything. Bring her everything.
Okay.
Instead of
everything.
flapping, what was it you just said to your wife? I'm gonna get down there and smack you myself.
Sorry
All
about
right,
that.
that's everything.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take everything. I don't normally, but I'm gonna take it here because I want to keep the peace.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'll sift through. That's all right.
Yeah, what here?
They
Come on.
fell out of the bag.
Okay, were you there for the actual transaction, the sale?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was there.
But she did the signing.
I bought it for her birthday.
Okay. And you do see on the paperwork it says no warranty, right?
Yeah, says no warranty, but the man did tell me he would fix the motor if it blew up. My mechanic did the work. He pulled the motor out. He pulled it up, and he saw that after he put the new lifters in, that the oil, because of the motor, you can see in the pictures, the credit from the old rotted away oil inside the car would not allow the circulation that needed to be done to properly run the motor.
Okay.
So it would not have worked. The motor would have blown up. And
Okay.
he sent the letter, the mechanic sent a notarized letter he had with that.
Let me see the mechanic's notarized letter. Okay. The car had 167,250 miles on it when purchased. She brought the car to the shop so the work on the lifter can be done. Once the engine was opened, I found engine oil was baked into the motor due to lack of changing oil from the last owner. I cleaned out the motor as best I could and replaced 16 lifters. Put it back together, new oil and filter. It was too late. The motor locked up anyway. Replaced engine, now motor runs fine.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
That when I bought the car for her, the mechanic told me he had done the front end work, which means the ball joints. When Stu did the engine, he said your ball joints are no good, so it wasn't done. I had to pay for a set of ball joints too.
Okay. Did your mechanic tell them that he had done the ball joints?
No.
Okay.
He wasn't there when the mechanic told me that.
Okay, I know. Can you prove that the mechanic told you that?
No, it would be my word against his. But
they didn't have a mechanic there. It was
yeah, that kid, whatever his name is, I don't even know the guy's name. Was it Jerry?
Like Archie and Edith.
Would you ever buy a car without taking it for a test drive?
I would absolutely not buy a car without taking it for a test drive.
Why?
Because I want to know how the car feels, and I want to get in the car. I want to ask.
What does feel mean?
I want to feel if there's any bumps in the car, anything that's.
Well, you might go over a bump in the road.
No. If there's any jerk to the transmission or anything like that, I would pay attention to the car.
Okay, I was just giving you grief. You're smart. Going inside the courtroom.
What's going on? Let me hear your side.
When Pat came in to purchase a vehicle, the car was sitting in the back and it had like a little tick in the motor from the car sitting. I told Pat, when you bring it in, I'll do the oil change for you and we'll put fresh oil in. If the tick is still there, we'll add another thing of the Morrow's mystery oil in. And by that time, you should be fine. That noise should be gone.
Okay. Tell me how that discussion took place about the ticking noise.
Here's the lift.
Hold on a second. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I was under the impression that we weren't quite sure what the noise was. He was talking about the possibility of an exhaust noise, and Rob was going to make me an appointment for their exhaust guy down in Middle Island, which I never went to after I saw Stu. I mean, I wasn't. First of all, I'm not a mechanic to point that I really know what the lifters do.
I understand, but the guy you're buying the car from is testifying to me that you heard the tick and bought the car anyway, and you're testifying to me that you discussed the tick with him and bought the car anyway. I mean, at what point is maybe you guys are buying an as-is car with no warranty and this is all on you as opposed to on them?
Well,
what did they hide? What did they do wrong?
With the Lincoln car, of all the ones we've had, there are worse.
I understand, but
They
you
are
understand
worth
what
the
as-is
repair.
means? Do you understand what the as-is law means on a used car that's over 100,000 miles, sold to you by a dealer, doesn't have to give
Yes.
a warranty and didn't? Because there's no such thing as the Lincoln exception to as-is and no warranty. Folks, I feel bad for you, but you're in the same position as anybody else who buys a used car with no warranty. It's buyer beware.
Yeah, but he did tell me if the motor was no good, he'd replace the motor.
Watch this. Did you tell him that if the motor was no good, you'd replace the motor? No.
Of course he's going to say that.
Well, of course he's going to say that. And of course you're going to say opposite.
Yeah.
And that's
checked
where
off
you
no
need the stuff in
warranty.
writing. No used car
Yeah, but
dealer's
you
going
did
to
tell
say
me
to
you
you,
replaced the
stop
motor,
talking
didn't you?
directly to him. No used car. I don't find it believable that a used car dealer is going to turn around and tell you, I'll just give you a full warranty if anything goes wrong. I mean, you have to understand that you've put yourself in a very difficult position. Okay? Verdict for the defendant.
Both sides are full right now.
Well, the plaintiffs in this case made the same mistake we've seen so many times in the people's court. In an as-is sale, you're responsible for what you bought. Step up a little bit here. What's your reaction to this outcome?
My reaction to this outcome is that I don't feel that he's very moral or reputable.
You mad at your husband now?
No, I'm not mad at my husband at all.
Okay.
No.
All right, head
not
around.
At all.
Head right out this way. Okay, come on in here.
Thank you very much.
All right, step on in here. What's your feeling? You knew this was an as-is deal, right?
Right.
You knew when you came in this courtroom that what the outcome was going to be?
I was going to win.
Yeah. Well, you feel for them?
I
Buying
do.
a car that falls apart?
I tried to help them out many times, and she just wouldn't listen to what I was trying to say to her.
All right. Okay, Harvey.
Okay, a lot of people don't think you can do this, but you can negotiate a warranty on any used car sale. It can be a private party, it can be a dealer. You always have a right to negotiate a warranty if the other side agrees.